How does the legislative process differ between the House and Senate? In recent discussions, many are asking how the legislative process differs between the House of Representatives and the Senate. With current events unfolding in Washington, understanding these differences is more relevant than ever. As lawmakers debate critical issues, knowing how bills are handled in each chamber can provide clarity on the legislative landscape. The legislative process in both the House and Senate follows similar steps: introducing, debating, amending, and voting on bills. However, there are key differences in procedure and culture that impact how legislation moves. First, the rules and debate structure vary significantly. The House operates with stricter rules and limited debate time. The Rules Committee sets the terms for discussion and amendments, making the process more structured and faster. In contrast, the Senate allows for open and extended debate. Senators can engage in filibusters, which can delay or block votes. Ending a filibuster requires a cloture vote, needing 60 votes to proceed. Next, committee roles and amendments play a crucial part in both chambers. While both use committees to review legislation, the Senate typically holds more extensive hearings, allowing for more witnesses and amendments. Recent reforms have increased the number of amendments and the length of committee hearings in the Senate. The House committees, while essential, often work under tighter time constraints and more centralized control by party leadership. Partisanship also affects the legislative process. The Senate has seen a trend toward a less partisan approach, with many senators acting independently of strict party lines. This independence can complicate the legislative process but encourages broader debate. On the other hand, the House is generally more partisan, with members often voting along party lines, influenced by leadership and the Rules Committee. Another difference lies in legislative strategy and bill structure. The House tends to favor large, comprehensive bills, while the Senate often splits legislation into smaller parts. For instance, during negotiations on major tax and spending packages, House Republicans aimed for one large bill, while Senate Republicans preferred dividing it into multiple pieces. This reflects the Senate's smaller size and longer terms, allowing for detailed negotiation. Finally, term lengths and representation styles differ. House members serve 2-year terms and representing smaller districts, which leads them to focus on local issues and quicker action. Senators serve 6-year terms, representing entire states, encouraging a broader perspective and longer-term planning. In summary, the House's legislative process is more structured and faster, while the Senate's process is more flexible and emphasizes extended debate. These differences significantly shape how laws are crafted and passed in the legislative branch.